Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and we are witnessing the start of what may be the most pivotal night in the history of professional wrestling. This is NXT Stand and Deliver, but tonight that name means a whole lot more than a championship defense or a breakout match. Because just moments ago, word came down from WWE management, The Rock is in the building. And he's about to address the WWE Universe with an announcement so big, so game-changing, that even most of us back here at the announcer desk have been kept in the dark. We don't know if it's about new titles. We don't know if it's about roster moves, rule changes, or something else entirely. All we know for now is that this is only the first of two premium live events going down tonight. We go straight from Stand and Deliver into an unscheduled, revamped WrestleMania. Just listen to this crowd. The Rock's not walking out to cheers anymore. This is a very different man than the People's Champion we once knew. This is the same man who tried to buy Cody Rhodes' soul, and when he couldn't do that, he went and pulled off something nobody ever thought possible. He turned John Cena to the dark side. If he can flip the most beloved superstar in WWE history, what else is he capable of? The energy in this arena is tense, unpredictable. Nobody, not even most of the locker room, knows exactly what's coming. The only thing we've been told is that huge changes are coming to the WWE and NXT landscapes. New champions could be crowned. Superstars could be traded, fired, or debuting tonight. And The Rock, he's at the center of all of it, of course. From what I'm hearing backstage, whatever is about to happen, it's going to shake the very foundation of how this company operates. Not only the WWE and NXT, but all of professional wrestling. And you can bet this crowd, as The Rock starts to make his way down to the ring, you can bet this crowd and the entire WWE universe watching at home is going to be hanging on every word The Rock speaks, hanging on every step The Rock takes as he gets closer to the ring right now. The Rock looking disdainfully at the people here at NXT Stand and Deliver for this very first premium live event in what could be a completely new era for both NXT and the WWE. What could this news be? We are just moments away from finding out as The Rock basks in the jeers and a few cheers still from some members in the audience. But anytime The Rock shows up, it's a big deal here in the WWE, and we know tonight is a big deal as drastic changes are coming. We just don't know exactly what they are. But we are just moments away from finding out. Let's just soak in the moment, as this could be the biggest moment in WWE history, and The Rock loves every second of it. Now The Rock gesturing to the crowd. Who knows exactly what he has in store, but he is about to speak. We are about to finally find out what this momentous news is. Let's go to The Rock. Finally, The Rock has come back to fix the WWE. Now, let The Rock ask you something. Have you been feeling like this place got a little soft lately? The same old recycled stories, half the talent walking around like they just rolled off a reality show set instead of a wrestling ring? Well, that ends tonight, because The Rock walked into the TKO boardroom, dropped the people's elbow on complacency, and said it's time for a complete restart. Not a reset, a restart. That means every championship from the NXT North American title all the way up to the WWE Women's and WWE Men's World Championships is now vacant. That's right, clean slate, Tabula freaking rasa. And it all begins right now. After The Rock is done gracing you with his presence, with NXT Stand and Deliver leading straight into a new kind of WrestleMania. And when it's all said and done, there'll only be one WWE Men's World Championship and one WWE Women's World Championship. No more doubling up, no more brand confusion. If you're the champ, you're the champ. Now, some of you might be saying, but Rock, what about John Cena? He just beat Cody Rhodes for the title. First of all, The Rock owns John Cena. Cena knows it, you know it, hell, his mama knows it. And The Rock told him straight up, you'll drop that title and win me the only one that matters. And believe The Rock when he says he didn't mind one bit. But let's keep it real. The Rock couldn't do this alone. The board wasn't going to greenlight all of it without a little give and take. So yeah, The Rock had to let a few certain superstars compete for the titles across these two premium live events. That's fine. The cream will rise. What The Rock also told the board was this. Not everyone develops into greatness like The Rock did. Some of these superstars are walking around like pampered babies, entitled, lazy, soft. That ends now. So The Rock brought in some help. You'll say hello very soon to your first new WWE managers, Kat Majuli and Eric Olson. These two, they've got an eye for talent and a gift for turning potential into gold. They're going to take your favorites or your failures and see who's got what it takes to become a superstar. And once the dust settles after Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania, we're throwing down monthly tournaments, randomly selected superstars, and a couple handpicked by the TKO board, battling it out for their shot at either NXT or WWE titles. That means no more politics, no more handouts, just talent. The best rise. The rest, they hit the bricks. Oh, and while we're on that topic, yeah, The Rock reversed some of the recent roster cuts, but he also cut some that hadn't been released yet. Deadweight gone, because this version of the WWE doesn't carry passengers. The Rock's also been talking personally with some of the top wrestling talent not signed to the WWE. Let's just say big deals are coming, and yeah, you can thank Kat and Eric for helping close some of those doors. More superstars, more managers, more fire is coming to the WWE. But for now, welcome to the new age, The Rock's age. NXT Stand and Deliver starts now. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Well, there you have it. That wasn't just a promo. That was a warning. That was a power play. That was The Rock not just laying the smackdown, but detonating the entire structure of WWE as we know it. Every title vacated, every brand redefined, every superstar restarted. We are living in the age of the complete WWE reset, and whether you're in NXT, Raw, or SmackDown, your resume just got wiped clean. 2 premium live events tonight, Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania, will determine who rises, who falls, and who gets left behind. And starting next month, monthly tournaments, board involvement, and open chance opportunities across every division. And it all starts right now. This is it. Match 1 of a brand new era, and believe me, there's no such thing as just a match anymore. This isn't just about wins and losses. This is about access. Access to opportunity. Access to titles. Access to your future. So I've just been informed, ladies and gentlemen, that the winner of this match will earn one of the first confirmed spots in next month's Women's North American Championship Tournament. Whoever wins that title later tonight, they'll defend it at the next NXT Premium Live event, and one of these women may be first in line to challenge them. Of course, you've got Tamina already down at ringside as Ariana Grace is joining her. Tamina has been in the WWE for over a decade. She's a powerhouse, a loyal soldier, a cornerstone of the locker room. She's been part of historic moments, but let's be honest, she's rarely been the moment. That could change tonight. This is her opportunity to use NXT as a launch pad, not just to remind everyone what she can do, but to write a new chapter entirely. And she's doing it against someone who couldn't be more different. Ariana Grace, the self-proclaimed Miss NXT, young, polished, pageant royalty turned WWE prospect, the daughter, of course, of Santino Marella, but don't expect comedy from her. She is here to win. She believes in structure, beauty, dominance through image, and in her mind, this is her platform now. That's what makes this match so compelling. Tamina's the veteran fighting to finally get her due. Grace is the rookie who believes she's entitled to it already. But the rules have changed with The Rock's announcement. It no longer matters what you've done. It matters what you do next. And that's true for everyone, from legends to trainees. Every match tonight is a chess piece in motion. And you'd better believe Kat Majuli and Eric Olson, the new managers The Rock mentioned, are watching this one closely. Of course, there'll be more managers coming in down the road, but Kat and Eric have been brought in to evaluate, to scout, to shape the future of this company, and whoever shines tonight might be the first piece they choose to build around. We're seeing the ultimate test of The Rock's vision. Can the experienced outlast the ambitious? Can the overlooked become the centerpiece? Can the Miss NXT rise above her own hype? Let's talk about Tamina again. She's wrestled in front of tens of thousands. She's been part of WrestleManias, Survivor Series, Battle Royals. But the truth is, she's never had the machine behind her. Tonight, she doesn't need the machine. She just needs one win, one match to get into that tournament, and then anything is possible. Ariana Grace, on the other hand, has spent her entire time in NXT cultivating an image. She's been vocal about elevating the brand's aesthetic, but now it's about substance. She's been protected on level up and spot appearances, but this is the deep end. This is where the real competition lives. The question is, when the lights are this bright and the pressure is this real, can Grace rise to the occasion? Or will Tamina's experience simply overwhelm her? And make no mistake, these matches tonight are more than just proving ground, they're auditions. With monthly tournaments starting next month, the TKO board will be selecting competitors alongside those randomized entries. That means the performance here, not just the result, could determine whether you're even in consideration. Every minute of this match matters, every adjustment, every comeback, every show of ring awareness, it's all under the microscope now. Grace is smart, she's calculated, but Tamina has that edge, that depth of experience. She's seen so many styles. So here's a pin attempt from Tamina. Can she wrap it up? No, Ariana Grace kicks out fairly easily there. Tamina has adapted through so many eras, and maybe, just maybe, this restart finally puts her on equal footing with everyone else. Tamina's not chasing a tag title. She's not standing in someone else's shadow. She's standing on her own in a match that could lead directly to singles gold. And remember what The Rock said, after these titles are decided, we're in tournament season every month. If you're not winning, you're not featured. And if you're not featured, you're forgotten. Tamina really taking it to Ariana Grace right now, using that raw power to her advantage. Grace may be in trouble here as Tamina taunts her a bit, encouraging her to get up. Now a big kick and more power displayed from Tamina. Will Ariana Grace tap out? Tamina has her in a submission hold. No, Ariana Grace is able to break free. And now Grace taking control of the match. The pressure of winning these matches, the urgency, it's baked into every match now that you're being observed. Oh, here's Ariana Grace with a pin attempt, but no, Tamina kicks out very easily. Grace may be smiling right now, but she knows it too. If she loses here, she's off the board. She becomes a maybe, a question mark. The only surefire way to get into these championship tournaments is to win these matches. You don't want to leave your selection into these tournaments up to the board, because who knows what they're even looking for. There's Ariana Grace looking to set Tamina up for a finishing move, but Tamina is able to reverse it and delivers a huge kick. This could be it. Tamina going for the pin, but no, Ariana Grace showing resiliency and kicking out, and this match will continue. These two have had quite a battle so far. Now a big clothesline from Tamina sends Ariana Grace outside the ring. Tamina really feeling some momentum right now. Can she translate that into a huge win? Ariana Grace now taking time to gloat about something. We're not sure what. Tamina goes out of the ring and gets her and smashes her face on the edge of the mat. This is obviously more than a match. This is a referendum on readiness. Who is ready for the bright lights of that NXT North American Championship tournament that will start next month to determine who will challenge whoever wins that NXT North American title tonight at Stand and Deliver. Tamina has been ready for years. Grace believes she was born ready. Only one of them is getting in that tournament. Now Tamina with a huge flying splash from the top rope. Going for the pin attempt. Could this be it? Yes, Tamina gets the victory, and just like that, Tamina wins. Tamina punches her ticket to next month's Women's North American Championship tournament, and what a statement that was. And let's break it down as we look at the replays here. Grace had a plan. She tried to outthink, outstep, outposition, but Tamina outlasted, outmuscled, and out-focused Ariana Grace here tonight. Tonight, this wasn't just a win, it was a resurrection. A veteran who's been overlooked for years just became one of the most relevant names in NXT and WWE again. And with the new WWE rules in place, that might be all she needs. Let's talk implications. Tamina now has momentum. She's going into that tournament next month with a target on her back, sure, but also with respect. She just proved she can still go and she can still win when the lights are the brightest. And Ariana Grace, she's going to have to regroup. She talked the talk, but tonight she ran into a wall of experience and resilience. Doesn't mean that she's done, but in this new WWE, you can't afford to misstep twice. Tamina is back, Tamina is in, and the road to the NXT Women's North American Championship runs right through her. So what a start to Stand and Deliver. Tamina, veteran, powerhouse leader, just stepped back into the spotlight in a big way with a decisive victory over Ariana Grace. That wasn't just a win, that was a message, folks. Tamina has now officially secured her spot in next month's Women's North American Championship tournament, and with the title being decided later tonight, Tamina will be watching closely to see who she might be gunning for at the next NXT Premium Live event. She waited years for this kind of opportunity, and now with The Rock's full reset of the WWE landscape, the playing field is level. Tamina's not a background player anymore. She's a contender. And speaking of contenders, we're about to find out who joins her. Up next, a match that might look playful on the outside, but trust me, underneath the quirky entrances and colorful gear are two dangerous, technically gifted competitors. Let's start with Wendy Chu. Don't be fooled by the onesie and the eye mask. Wendy is one of the most deceptively skilled wrestlers on the roster. She's unpredictable, she blends comedy with chaos, she's got a background in amateur wrestling, strong style, and submission grappling, but packages it all in a persona that most underestimate until it's too late. That's her greatest weapon, distraction, deception. And tonight, a win here puts her right in that tournament alongside Tamina for the NXT Women's North American Championship. And on the other side, we've got Candice LeRae. The Poison Pixie, veteran of the Indies, one of the founding pillars of women's wrestling in NXT. She's wrestled everyone from Io Sky and Rhea Ripley to Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler. She's scrappy, fearless, and knows how to dig deep when it counts. But here's the thing, while Candice has been a warrior on Raw recently, this match tonight could be a reset that she desperately needs. A chance to jump into the women's North American title picture through NXT and maybe even reassert herself across all of WWE. Candice LeRae now making her way down to the ring. Huge opportunity tonight at Stand and Deliver, taking on the new and improved Wendy Choo. She's got a dark side to her. She's a bit intimidating and a little scary, but we'll see if Candice LeRae is fazed by any of that. This match is a study in contrast. On one side, you've got Wendy Choo, who used to be more fun, now less so. Definitely strange and definitely unorthodox. On the other side, you've got Candice LeRae, crisp, technical, and battle-tested. And tonight, they're not just fighting for bragging rights, they're fighting for trajectory. Whoever wins this match joins Tamina in next month's Women's North American Championship Tournament. And that is obviously a huge deal. We don't know yet who's walking out tonight with that brand new title, but we do know that two names will already be waiting for them. And the winner here, they will be the second, of course, after Tamina. Wendy Choo has been climbing quietly. She's not the loudest, not the flashiest, but she does win. And she wins in creative ways. She doesn't fit the mold, and maybe that's her advantage in this new WWE. The Rock said it himself, we're entering a new era. Gone are the days of favorites being handed chances. Everyone's got to earn it now. Everyone is being watched. And that unpredictability, it favors someone like Wendy Choo, who thrives when the formula gets flipped. Wendy Choo taking the fight to Candice LeRae right now, firmly in control. Wendy Choo asking for LeRae to stand up and continuing her onslaught on the Poison Pixie. Candice, meanwhile, has faced every kind of opponent. She's gone toe-to-toe with dominant champions. She's survived brutal stipulation matches and hung with the absolute best the industry has produced. But the question is, after everything that's shifted, can she adapt again? Can she look across the ring at someone like Wendy and not fall into the trap of underestimation? And Wendy Choo working on the arm of Candice LeRae. Now, this tournament setup has created an immediate urgency. Matches like these aren't for reps, they're for advancement. And every minute you spend in the ring right now is being evaluated by new eyes. Remember, Kat Majuli and Eric Olson, the TKO board, The Rock himself, all watching, all evaluating. And if you can't win these matches, you need to at least be impressive in defeat in hopes of impressing one of those parties. Don't forget, this isn't just about NXT. If you make a strong enough impression, you could possibly leap from this very stage to Raw or SmackDown. That's what's at stake here. You're being told that there will be ways for NXT superstars to get promoted into Raw and SmackDown Live, just as there will be opportunities. Maybe a different word is a better choice there, for a demotion from Raw and SmackDown Live down to NXT. So you can never feel fully comfortable in your spot. You always need to be impressing and winning. Both of these women are hungry, but in very different ways. Wendy's never had a shot at WWE Gold, not yet. She's still trying to prove that her unique presentation isn't a gimmick, it's a tactic, it's a strategy. Candice, meanwhile, is reproving her worth. She has done it all, but with every title wiped clean, past accolades don't get you through the door anymore. Now Candice LeRae going for a pinfall attempt. Can she get the victory here? It's a little early, I think. And Wendy Choo has no problem kicking out of that pinfall attempt from LeRae. Out of these two superstars, one could argue that Wendy represents the future, Candice represents the foundation, and only one of them is going to move forward at least tonight. Only one of them can punch their ticket to the NXT Women's North American Championship Tournament that will begin on our very first episode of NXT after we decide tonight all of our NXT champions, including the Women's North American title holder. Now Candice LeRae working on Wendy Choo in the corner of the ring. Now working on those legs, trying to weaken Wendy Choo. Great offense, and now a pin attempt from Candice LeRae. Could this be it? No. Wendy Choo able to kick out fairly easily, and this match continues. The crowd is buzzing. Every little moment feels like it could tip the balance. Two incredible matches to start NXT Stand and Deliver. Of course, we had Tamina defeating Ariana Grace in our opener. And that gives Tamina the right to compete in the NXT Women's North American Championship Tournament next month in hopes of facing the title holder at next month's Premium Live event. And the winner of this match will also join Tamina in that tournament. Now a pin attempt from Wendy Choo. This could be it. No, Candice LeRae able to kick out once again, and the match continues. And Candice LeRae with a reversal, trying to reassert herself. Oh, mistimed move there from Candice LeRae, but she maintains control of the match, sending Wendy Choo to the ropes. And now into what looks like a submission hold from Candice LeRae, and now a stomp. Very impressive move there from Candice LeRae, the Poison Pixie. Wendy Choo getting back to her feet. Candice LeRae hesitating just a bit, and it cost her. Wendy Choo is able to get out of the way. And now Choo back in control, sends Candice LeRae over the top rope. Well, she got to win the match in the ring, but Wendy Choo perhaps just needed a breather here. Standing there, awkwardly staring at Candice LeRae, getting a bit of a breather here as Wendy Choo strategically recovering in the ring. Candice LeRae now making her way, trying to decide where to get back into the ring at, because Wendy Choo's just waiting for her. But now Wendy Choo goes after her outside the ring. That might have been a mistake, because now Candice LeRae was taking it to her, but now Wendy Choo reverses it right back. This match going back and forth. Wendy Choo now in control. One could say Candice might have the sharper edges, but Wendy's got that aura of chaos. Like anything could happen in the next 30 seconds. And in a WWE that's been completely overhauled tonight, chaos just might be the best strategy. Now Wendy Choo back in the ring with Candice LeRae working on those legs again. She's had a good strategy. Oh, now look at this. Wendy Choo locking in a submission hold. Could this be it? Will Candice LeRae tap out? It looks, yes, she did. Wendy Choo gets the victory. Just like that, Wendy Choo does it. A stunning submission victory. And now Wendy Choo joins Tamina as the second official entrant in next month's Women's North American Championship Tournament. Let's talk about how huge that is. This is Wendy's first major win on a big stage since NXT's reset, since it just happened tonight. And what a time to get it. On a night when careers are being redefined and futures are up for grabs, Wendy Choo just grabbed the moment with both hands. A lot of people didn't have her circled as a potential breakout tonight, but now she's earned her way into the conversation. And she didn't just survive Candice LeRae, she outlasted her and did it in a style that only Wendy can. And now she's heading into a tournament that already features a veteran like Tamina, and who knows who else will be added by the selection committee and the randomly selected process. It's the kind of performance from Wendy Choo tonight that puts you on the radar of new leadership, that makes management say maybe we underestimated her. And for Candice LeRae, it's back to the drawing board. She gave everything she had, but Wendy's persistence, her unpredictability, and her grit were just too much tonight. So here's what we know now. Two women, Tamina and Wendy Choo, have qualified for the NXT Women's North American Championship Tournament. That title gets crowned later tonight. We still don't know who will be competing for it, but already its first challengers have been named. And the next challenger, who knows? This is NXT Stand and Deliver. This is a new WWE. And this is only getting better as Wendy Choo celebrates her huge victory tonight, joining Tamina in the NXT Women's North American Championship Tournament next month, and in hopes of becoming the woman who challenges the Women's North American title holder to a match at next month's NXT Premium Live event. We'll see what happens, folks, as we now go to our next match. All right, folks, buckle up. We've already had a chaotic start to Stand and Deliver, and if you're just joining us, let's get you up to speed before we roll into our next showdown, because the action isn't slowing down for anyone. First up, Tamina. Yes, that Tamina, a woman who's been grinding in WWE for over a decade and never quite got her due, just launched her second act in style by bulldozing through Ariana Grace to grab the first official spot in next month's NXT Women's North American Championship Tournament. No fluke, no fluff, just raw power and veteran savvy. Tamina is back and better than ever. Then we saw Wendy Choo, yes, pajama-wearing Sleepy Time Wendy, tap out the always dangerous Candice LeRae, a statement win if there ever was one. Not only did Wendy secure her spot alongside Tamina in that tournament for the North American Championship, but she did it in a way that proves she's way more than a quirky gimmick. She's a sleeper pick, pun absolutely intended. So we've got two names locked in for that women's tournament, but now it's time to switch gears and look ahead to the men's side of the bracket. And believe me, the stakes are just as high. Tonight's next match will determine the first official entrant in the Men's North American Championship Tournament, taking place next month. Whoever wins this one, they'll be watching later tonight like a hawk to see who walks away with the North American Gold, because that's who they'll be gunning for come the next Premium Live event. And this one's a clash of styles, stories, and mindsets. We've got Miles Bourne taking on Josh Briggs. As Miles Bourne makes his way down to the ring, Josh Briggs already down at ringside. Let's break it down. Miles Bourne, this guy's been flying under the radar for a while, but trust me, he's about to break out. Originally a solo competitor with a strong amateur wrestling pedigree, he found his lane inside the No Quarter Catch crew, a group obsessed with precision, pain, and discipline. But here's the thing, we've just learned tonight that due to those roster cuts that The Rock was talking about, remember he mentioned that he canceled some roster cuts, but then made other cuts. This crew, the No Quarter Catch crew, has been pared down to just Bourne and Charlie Dempsey, the two you see here tonight. That makes tonight even more important. Miles has a chance to step up and become the technical force of NXT. No distractions, no backup, just him, his grind, and a shot at a title that's been held by the best NXT has ever seen. Bourne is clinical, gritty. He doesn't waste motion. He breaks you down with math and mechanics. He's the kind of guy who doesn't just beat you, he neutralizes you. But standing in his way, Josh Briggs, country strong, bar fight tough. Briggs is what happens when raw size meets southern grit. He's a former NXT Tag Team Champion. He's held his own in some brutal brawls. And let's not forget, he's a big man with surprising speed. You don't find many guys built like Briggs who moves like he does. And after drifting a bit since Brooks Jensen split off, tonight is the kind of moment where Briggs can redefine himself, not just as a tag guy, but as a singles contender. Not just any contender, but one potentially fighting for a championship in just a month. So what exactly are we looking at? You've got a technical surgeon in Miles Bourne versus a heavy-hitting hoss in Josh Briggs. One wants to dissect you, the other wants to break your ribs. And only one of them gets to punch their ticket to that NXT Men's North American Championship tournament. What's at stake here is more than just a win. This is a golden ticket, so to speak. In this new WWE with tournaments determining title challengers, you need that slot. Lose tonight, you might be on the shelf for a month or more with no clear path forward. And remember what The Rock said at the beginning of the night. Monthly tournaments, randomized entries, board-selected wildcards. You don't want to leave it up to chance for a TKO boardroom to decide your fate. Right now, Miles Bourne in control of the match. An interesting maneuver there in the corner on Josh Briggs. Charlie Dempsey looking on. Here's a pin attempt from Miles Bourne. And Briggs able to kick out at 2. The match will continue. Bourne and Briggs both know the math. Win here and you're in. Lose, you're a maybe at best. This reset has erased history, but it's also ignited hunger. Briggs has tasted gold before. He wants to get back. Bourne, he's never been in this spot, and he wants to prove he belongs in the title picture now. And this match, it's a metaphor for what the new WWE is. Adapt or fade. You've got Miles Bourne, who sharpened his game behind closed doors for months. And then you've got Josh Briggs, who's had a roller coaster career but refuses to be forgotten. And right now, Miles Bourne, Josh Briggs is taking the fight to Miles Bourne. Bourne had been in control for quite some time. But now Josh Briggs has reversed momentum and is taking control of the match. They both want the same thing. Only one is going to walk out with it. And listen, remember those new managers, Kat Majuli and Eric Olson. You know they're scouting this one closely. Miles Bourne's a technician, but is he a star? Josh Briggs is a brawler, but is he marketable in this new era? There's all sorts of aspects to this that these managers have to consider. Not only their in-ring talent, not only their potential for the future, but also just how marketable are these superstars in terms of securing spots, not only in matches, but in pop culture worldwide. Now looks like Miles Bourne going for another pin. Could this be it? Could the match be over? No. Josh Briggs once again kicks out, and the match will continue. Matches like this is how you answer the questions of who deserves to go to the top in NXT and potentially even on to Raw or SmackDown Live. You can't blink, because if Josh Briggs lands just one of those massive lariats, it could be lights out for Miles Bourne. But if Bourne gets inside, slows it down, gets his grip in, he could twist Briggs into a pretzel and pin him before you can say technical masterpiece. Every fan, every scout, every executive in the building is watching. This one definitely matters, folks. Once again, to repeat, a spot in the NXT North American Championship Tournament next month is on the line as Miles Bourne takes on Josh Briggs. Bourne looking to be in control, going for a pin one more time. But no, Josh Briggs once again kicks out. Briggs refusing to go quietly into the night. Bourne continues his devastating attacks on Josh Briggs here at NXT Stand and Deliver. This is being called the official first premium live event of this new WWE era. Of course, we'll have WrestleMania to follow it, That will be referred to as WrestleMania 1. Huge belly-to-belly suplex from Miles Bourne, and it looks as though he's setting him up for his finisher. And yes, Miles Bourne connects on the finishing move. That could be it, folks, going for the pinfall victory, and it is over. Miles Bourne gets the victory. What a performance. Miles Bourne picks up the win, and just like that, he's your first official entrant in next month's Men's North American Championship Tournament. Let's talk about what exactly that means. Bourne didn't just win. He outclassed a bigger, stronger opponent. He executed his style on his terms and did exactly what the No Quarter Catch crew is trained to do. Take your strengths away. And when it came time to close, he hit that finisher with laser precision and didn't let Briggs breathe. That is a statement victory, folks. Tonight was the first real sign that Miles Bourne might be ready to lead, not just follow. With Dempsey by his side and the rest of the crew gone, this could be his moment to become the face of a whole new brand of technical wrestling in WWE. And now he is in. He's officially part of the bracket. Next month, he'll be battling to face whoever walks out later tonight as the new Men's North American Champion. If Bourne looks anything like he did just now, he's got a real shot at going all the way. For Briggs, though, it's a tough loss. He threw everything he had at Miles, came close more than once, but in this new WWE, close doesn't get you in the tournament. Still, that was a hard-hitting war, nothing to hang your head about, but tonight belongs to Miles Bourne. Now it's time for our next match of the night. All right, folks, if your head's still spinning from that last one, you're not alone. Miles Bourne just pulled off what might be the biggest win of his NXT career, knocking off the brawling brute Josh Briggs to become the first official entrant in next month's Men's North American Championship Tournament. Clean victory, sharp strategy, zero wasted motion. That's the No Quarter Catch crew way. And with just him and Charlie Dempsey left after those roster cuts, it was crucial for Miles to plant that flag tonight. And boy, did he do it with precision. So what does that mean? It means he's officially in the running to challenge whoever wins that brand new North American title tonight. It means the reset is real. New names, new stakes, and no room for passengers on this rocket ship called the new WWE. And speaking of rising stars looking to capitalize, we're moving right into our next match, and this one's personal for both guys. We've got Luca Crucifino taking on Andre Chase. The winner joins Miles Bourne in that same tournament for the NXT Men's North American Championship. Whoever wins that tournament gets a shot at the title holder next month at the Premium Live event. This is another chance to punch your ticket to destiny. Let's start with Andre Chase. It's the Dean of Discipline himself. Yes, folks, Chase U is back. After a lot of speculation, uncertainty, and dissolution, the school spirit is alive once again. We've seen the highs, Chase U marching strong with Thea Hale, Duke Hudson, and the full student section roaring behind them. And we've seen the lows, walkouts, losses, and leadership breakdowns that nearly ended it all. But Andre Chase has dug deep, and just like the WWE Universe hitting the reset button, he's starting over too. Chase U 2.0, a new curriculum, a new mission, and it starts with hopefully a singles win tonight. Chase is the classic underdog, teacher turned leader turned fighter. He blends textbook fundamentals with raw determination. And while he might not be the flashiest name on the card, the guy's got heart and experience. And tonight, heart might be the edge. On the other side, we've got Luca Crucifino. And of course, whoever wins this match joins Miles Bourne in the NXT North American Championship Tournament next month. Crucifino is slick, smug, and dangerously strategic. A former law student turned in-ring litigator, he brings that mobbed-up legal swagger right into the squared circle. He's been an enforcer for the D'Angelo family, a unit that's always had its hand in the underbelly of NXT, whether through contracts, street fights, or boardroom back channels. But tonight, it's not about D'Angelo. It's not about paperwork. It's about Luka making a name for himself. And the best way to do that, get into this tournament, win it, and put the North American title under contract with the family. Luka's methodical, manipulative, and more technically sound than people give him credit for. He doesn't just fight you, he files you away. This is absolutely chaos versus control. You can see there the distraction. Andre Chase being distracted momentarily now. Pin attempts going back and forth between Crucifino and Andre Chase. No pinfall yet as the match continues. Crucifino's calculated crime family versus Chase's fired up fight you. Both are trying to redefine themselves in the middle of the biggest WWE shakeup in years. Let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here. We've got 2 North American title tournaments kicking off next month, and we're watching them come together live. We've already locked in Tamina and Wendy Chu on the women's side, Miles Bourne on the men's side, and now one of these two, Crucifino or Chase, is about to join Miles Bourne. And that's just the start of what Stand and Deliver is delivering tonight. We've still got the actual North American Championship being crowned, along with all other titles in NXT, not to mention matches to qualify for championship tournaments coming up as well. The night is absolutely stacked, and it's just part 1, because tonight also leads us straight into WrestleMania, the first WrestleMania of this new WWE era. We don't even know who's in half the matches yet. That's the beauty and the chaos of this Rock-led reset. Anything can happen. Surprise entrance, shocking call-ups, former champions reappearing. Every match is a reveal. And I'll tell you what, if you're Luca Crucifino, this is the time to prove that the D'Angelo family isn't just a side note in NXT. This is your opportunity to step out of Tony D's shadow and win some gold of your own. And if you are Andre Chase, this is your redemption arc. Chase U fell apart, students left, hope faded, but tonight a win gets you right back into the conversation. It makes the school a threat again. Crucifino in control of the match so far, taking the fight right to Andre Chase. And now Crucifino going for a pin. Could this be it? No, Andre Chase able to kick out, and this match will continue. There's no faction warfare here. This isn't about numbers, even though we've got 2 individuals at ringside for both participants in this match. This is one-on-one and all about positioning yourself for a title match next month. And think about it, whoever wins the North American title tonight is going to walk into next month's premium live event knowing exactly who's coming for them. Miles Bourne is already in the tournament. The winner of this match will join him. A big forearm there from Luca Crucifino, and he is fired up. Things not going well for Chase U at the moment. Can Andre Chase turn things around and get the win? This match is more than a qualifier. It's a warning to the rest of the division. And you know what I love about this format? There's no coasting anymore. You want in, you win. You don't, you wait. And maybe you're forgotten. That's the ruthless pace of this new WWE. Big move there from Crucifino. Going for the pin now. Could this be it? Could Luca Crucifino join Miles Bourne in the NXT North American Championship Tournament? No, Andre Chase, perseverant as always. He kicks out. But Chase is definitely in trouble here, folks. He's wobbling on the ropes. Crucifino gives him a big right hand, then clotheslines him clean out of the ring at the feet of his Chase U compatriots there. Now Thea Hale giving Luca Crucifino a piece of her mind, allowing Andre Chase a chance to get back in the ring, and now Andre Chase in control. Great strategy there. And now Andre Chase going for the pin. No. Crucifino is able to kick out, and this match continues. And Andre Chase continuing the onslaught, taking it to Luca Crucifino. Can he get this win? For Chase U, it would be a huge step back in reestablishing Chase U as a threat here in NXT. And right now, things looking good for Andre Chase. Can he continue it, though? That is the question. Let's be real. Neither of these guys wants to be forgotten. Crucifino wants to lawyer his way into history. Chase wants to teach the next generation through example. Here comes another pin attempt by Andre Chase, but no, Luca Crucifino is able to kick out. Both these two men wanting different things, but The Rock, he wants every match tonight to be unforgettable. Same with WrestleMania that will be following Stand and Deliver here tonight. So the match continues. Luca versus Chase. One spot left next to Miles Bourne for now. This is the battle. Oh, here's a pin attempt from Luca Crucifino. Could this be it? And yes, Luca Crucifi, as it says there on screen, but really Luca Crucifino gets the victory. He has done it. A devastating finish to put Andre Chase down for the 3 count. And now the man who claims to represent law and order inside the squared circle has legally locked himself in to the Men's North American Championship Tournament next month. That was vintage Luca, calculated, cold-blooded, and ruthless. He slowed Chase down, took the air out of the student section, and shut the book on Chase U's comeback, at least for tonight. This is a huge moment for Crucifino. No more D'Angelo's muscle. He just proved he can win on his own in a high-stakes environment, and now his name sits right next to Miles Bourne's as the tournament begins to take shape. And let me tell you something, the juxtaposition is wild. You've got Miles Bourne, a disciplined technician from the Catch Crew, and now Luca Crucifino, an unrepentant legal manipulator who isn't afraid to bend rules or bones. These two could be on a collision course next month, or maybe they'll find themselves staring down someone else who wins a qualifying match. But tonight belongs to Luca Crucifino. He came, he argued, he dominated, and now he's in the tournament and one step closer to holding gold. And guess what? We're just getting started, folks. Stay tuned for the rest of our matches here on Stand and Deliver.